Well, as the Giacobbi Group is always busy, Lesslie, I understand that you were privileged and asked to speak at the Sage-Wise Women's Conference, and you had talked about some of the top 10 trends in real estate. Would you share some of those with us?
Michelle, I'd be so happy to do that. I think this year, the really top trend has been, just as you know, we've had a market that's been driven by first-time buyers. And this really has come about for 3 reasons, because we had the convergence of 3 important items. One was very low interest rates, lower prices of homes, and in addition, an $8,000 credit to a buyer who was buying a home. With all of this, our lenders were busy trying to get loans through, taking advantage of this credit. Now, this credit was actually ended, or it ends, December 1st. But for anybody wanting to take advantage of it, it has ended. They have to be in escrow well down the pipeline to take advantage of it. The really good news is, and we'll talk about this later, there are a lot of provisions for tax credits next year as well.
That's great. Tell me a little bit about, I've got some very high-end buyers. What's the next year look like for them? What should they expect in the marketplace?
Well, before we even get to next year, let's say in this year, one thing we did have was we had a rise in distressed properties in the high end. And when we talk about the high end, we're really talking about $750,000 and above. Last year, 6.5 of our distressed sales were in the high end. This year, 11.4. So as you can see, we've already had a rise. In addition, right now, in the high end, for what were prime borrowers and jumbo loans, we have a 9% delinquency rate. So the prediction is next year, there will be a lot of distress in the high end. For people looking in the high end, they should be able to get bargains. That's where the bargains are going to be.
What would you say to a seller who's in that high-end bracket contemplating a sale?
I think for sellers right now, they have to decide, are they going to sell now and get whatever it is they get? Or are they going to wait maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years or more for the market to come back? Presently, there's no prediction that the market will come back. One last factor before we cut off affecting this is financing above that $750,000 level is very difficult for buyers. There are loans that go up to $1.5 million, and above that, it's anybody's guess what the interest rates will be. So until you see us next time, that's our news for today.